think that's a joke.
Hopefully. I'm hoping it is.
Hope against hope, it's a joke.
Thank you for joining us, folks, here on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show and robanddan.tv/live. We could be getting Zemco in here if he would prefer it. We do have that 4th slot available.
Yes, if we wanted to have a bilingual cast.
You can see that, by the way, over at robanddan.tv/live. If you would like to check out his stream as well. And in all seriousness, though, Cake doing a very good job flying those twin Junkers there. Junkers are not easy ships to fly in competitive environments, all things considered. Their low hull health has been a problem for many a team. But they handled that very well.
Well, to be honest, a lot of people would have the high armor than the low hull health. Because, of course, you can get your armor back. And, I mean, the armor is the barrier to the hull. So as long as, like they were doing, you can just eat that armor damage while kind of rising up, getting out of their armor. I mean, that high armor can actually be better than the high hull health.
True. It can be very effective to just manage that armor instead of having to deal with, okay, well, now our hull's low. If your hull's already low, but you have a ton of armor to work with, it can be a good situation. I think a lot of Junker pilots would agree with you.
In any event, oh golly, Mobular Goldfish. Well, there's a turn up for the books.
We've seen Scrimscraw pilot the Acer many a time.
Yes. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of getting a bit worried. Where's Graphic Sturdy?
Maybe he's just not available for this week. Every so often, they don't have their 100% crew.
That's fair enough. I mean, this is very... Acer is a very Graphic Sturdy style Mobular with those double gats and the mortar with the Artemis wings. Graphic Sturdy pioneered that build a long day with the arcane bolts back in the days of the Sunday Rumble. And looks like Scrimscraw is continuing that proud tradition. That Mobular can be, absolutely devastating. We've seen it before. Those double Gatlings tear your armor to pieces in an instant. And that, mortar obviously will finish it off.
Glowwater Thralls do love their Brobulas, or as they call them, their Globulas.
Globulas. There's a funny old why Globulas?
Glowwater Thralls modular.
Oh, I get it. Stupid. Herp-de-derp. Everyone
no one thinks you're stupid, Brick.
Everyone laughs.
Except Gilder.
Yeah, well, Gilder's a tsundere, so he doesn't really mean it. So
yeah, he has his own issues.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's try and reach a broader audience here rather than doing in-jokes all day.
But they're fun.
Yes. Oh dear, yes. Serious journalism here. Replaceable Sorrow is a GAT Carronade Pyramidion. That's interesting. Wondering why Cake look to be potentially abandoning the Mandarin's Triband build that has worked so well for them thus far.
Because it's Dunes.
And
I personally would rather have a Merc Art on this, although I'd rather put it on a Mobula and say Merc Double Art.
But they don't have a Merc Art. They've got a Gatling
Carronade. What?
Yes.
They had Merc Artemis there for a minute.
No, well, not any bloody more.
Replaceable, what are you doing?
Replaceable Sorrow.
I don't get it.
Replaceable Sorrow may live up to its name.
They're messing with us at this point. They're messing with us. Battle on the Dunes is going to be the map. Very open, very wide. It's a huge map. There isn't a ton of cover to have beyond the wreck of the big engine thingy and a couple of the smaller engine thingies.
Yeah, I think that's the technical term. Big engine thingy.
It's a big engine thingy.
Oh, I think you maybe a turbine or something like that.
Oh, well, if you want to get fancy with the words. Speaking of fancy, it's red team. Red team is good to go here.
Oh, nice, transition there. Anyway, on the Admiral Cake Bar, we have a front Artemis, left side Hades Art, right side Carousel Carronade, and on the replaceable Sorrow, we have a front Gatling Carronade and a side Merc Flare.
Over on the Glowwater Thrall side of things, we have the Acer. Mobula piloted by Scrimscraw. We have double Gatling bottom deck. Main deck is double Artemis. And the top deck is a double barrel mortar. Lots of doubles. Double, double, double. We also have the Trippin'. It's a blender fish piloted by Fiasco Total. Already coming under fire here by the Cake side of things. It's side guns, flare, and carronade. Very effective use of that extra carronade there on Parrot and Rumble, one of the maps they played against the Riders.
Right, well, the Admiral Cake Bar and the replaceable Sorrow have the tripping pinned down as Aesir comes up from behind. However, yep, Admiral Cake Bar's turned its Hades towards Aesir, but Aesir just going up and down, ducking and diving. Look at this, going up and down, avoiding the hate. It's almost impossible to hit this Mobula as it just jupes and jives.
Good lord.
A couple of these Hades shots actually hitting.
The tripping has taken the opportunity to move in close to that junker, get a balloon pop on it. They're trying to maintain altitude as best they can, but that heavy carronade, very effective at getting that really big, easy to hit junker balloon.
However,
whoa, tripping's lost armor though.
Yes, replaceable Sorrow. It has moved in on the tripping. You have to remember, tripping has a carronade as well.
Oh, tripping bounces! Tripping gets a nasty bounce. They've lost armor. They're losing hull slowly but surely.
Tripping's got to avoid this ram for the replaceable Sorrow. He's in big trouble.
What is going on here?
Admiral Cake Bar making a beeline towards the tripping. They realize the tripping is their kill target right now. Get rid of the tripping, and they've got Acer 2-on-1.
Watch that Acer come in behind the Cake Bar, though, as we keep an eye on the tripping and replaceable Sorrow. Acer
doesn't have the speed to pursue and get those.
It doesn't need the speed. That junker is sitting still for the Acer. Look at those double Gatlings rip that armor apart. Hull is going to be exposed. It does not get exposed, actually.
Admiral Cake Bar is stuck behind. Now, it does need the speed, and here's why. If that had been a Pyramidian, he would have been able to catch up with that junker, and he would have been able to kill him. But since they couldn't keep pace, Admiral Cake Bar was able to just go ahead and get some cover behind the ribs, and while tripping got killed.
Good lord. Oh, good call on that one, too. If they had caught the Admiral Cake Bar sooner, the engagement would probably turned out very differently.
That was a smart decision. Focus the faster ship, because the slower ship will be coming in behind, trying. No.
Acer losing hull now. Armor still down. Balloon is taking some serious shots as well. Gatling loading into it now. Replaceable Sorrow in range. Replaceable Sorrow is in near mint condition. Armor starting to take some hits there, though. Scrimscraw struggling just a little bit to maintain things. Armor is at hull rather is at half.
Acer dropping low, trying to go underneath the replaceable's arms.
Tripping has caught the Admiral Cake Bar blindsided.
Nice work by the tripping.
They're loading that carronade repeatedly into the balloon to try and bring the armor down. Once the balloon is
trying to Goomba stomp the Mobula, but to its own peril. Now, replaceable Sorrow is stripping the armor on the Acer, but not getting those finishing shots from the mortar because it does not have one.
I think they're comfortable with that. They just want to repeatedly disable the Acer. Armor is down, balloon is down, they get crunched. 2-0 for Cake.
If Mortar won't finish off the permahull, then the ground will. But the tripping, however, managing to Goomba stomp the Cake Bar to the ground. Nice.
A lone junker versus a blenderfish. Easy target. Easy target for the blenderfish. A junker will get eaten alive because of that big balloon.
And just the way its guns are positioned as well. I mean, one of the guns on that broadside is positioned quite low, and if the blenderfish can just get the height on you, I mean, you can barely even get one gun arc on, especially if it's blending you down.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm actually really glad that Cake didn't take the double junker again. I feel like the blenderfish would have had a field day then.
Glowwaters have to regroup a bit here. They've got to come up with something different. I think they're going to have to be able to sneak the Mobula a bit closer before the engagement happens. Otherwise, it can't really leverage that double gap mortar, just sort of awesome DPS potential.
Absolutely, and I really do love the Acer in this situation. Both the Acer and the Tripping can easily take apart that junker.
Now, sorry, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt you. Here's something I disagree with. Look at the piloting tool Scrimscrawl has.
Okay, we'll go to that ship here real quick. He has kerosene, chute vent, and hydrogen.
Can you spot the drogue chute?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
So not only does he not have a drogue chute, he has a tool that destroys his balloon and rapidly makes him go down. Now, normally this might seem, you know, a viable build for leveraging the vertical movement. However, you have to think you're going up against a Pyramidion that has a carronade on it.
You're going to go down just fine.
And a Junker that has it. So you're going against two carronade ships, and you don't have drogue chute. Now that you can see the issue there, and the issue that AC was facing in that earlier engagement. If you had drogue chute, it might have been able to stay afloat and fight back a little bit better, I feel.
That's a very good point. They would not have ground out then. They would not have ground out. Very good point. Very good catch there, Brick.
Oh, thank you. You pitch them, I'll catch them. And that's in a casting sense, not in a other sense.
We're not, nope. Placeable Sorrow and the Admiral Cake Bar both being spotted, Tripping not in carronade range just yet. It looks like they tried to get shots on him, but range was just not there. Artemis shots being absorbed by the ribs. Tripping moving back behind them. Great cover so far being used by Glowwater Thralls to make sure they don't get picked apart from range.
Well, it looks to me like...
Scratch that. Scratch that. Tripping is making a break for the engine column.
Yeah. Well, I think Tripping realizes, I mean, at long range, I mean, the Cake team doesn't really have enough to just cause it too many major problems. Tripping can safely get behind this big turbine.
I do, however, disagree with splitting up like this because they know where the Acer is. Cake team knows where the Acer is.
I don't disagree. You know why? Because they managed to sneak the big, fat, slow Mobula quite close, whereas the Goldfish can cover the distance really quickly if it needs be.
You see, I figure, though, that Cake knows where the Acer is. They haven't really sneaked it per se.
It doesn't really matter. Acer's already there. Acer can close the distance and get that gap mortar hooked in really quick.
That's very true. Tripping, unleashing its engines, trying to do its best to close the gap with the Admiral Cake Bar. Replaceable Sorrow turning to help the Admiral Cake Bar from the looks of things. Tripping still has its front gun disabled.
Here's what I'm talking about. Here comes the double Gatling in on the Replaceable Sorrow. Replaceable Sorrow has been caught in a bad situation. Mortars raining in on the Replaceable Sorrow, and there we have it. There's the kill.
That was impressive. You were absolutely right there. The positioning on the Mobula was top-notch. They simply rose up in quick succession and took advantage of the blind side of that Pyramidion, ripping it to shreds with that double gat.
And now, I hope if the Tripping can just start blending the Admiral Cake Bar, the Gatlings are already coming in on it. The Admiral Cake Bar is in big trouble.
Balloon is out, armor is gone, hull is getting ripped to shreds.
Oh, and now Replaceable Sorrow is getting into a 2-on-1 situation. They're going to need to get a kill quick on the Mobula if they want to get one, but it looks like Replaceable Sorrow is equivocating. He's backing off.
This is a very This is a no-win scenario for Replaceable Sorrow unless they can keep that to say, oh, tripping losing its armor?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's going on here? I don't understand.
Ace is starting to hook in the Gatling. They're going to need to arc those mortars high to follow up.
Oh, they're right on mark. Armor does come back up for Replaceable Sorrow. Goes down again instantly. They're gone.
No respawn. Oh, wait. No, there was a respawn, but it was miles away from the Admiral.
It just happened. You didn't miss a thing.
Mm. Yeah, I think Cake were holding off on their spawn there. I don't think they want. I think they saw a potential meat grind nightmare scenario when when it was right before them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jub in chat commenting on the possible use of Drogue Shoot, saying if the Acer, the Mobula, had used the Drogue Shoot, it would have been even easier for the Sorrow to close in and ram them.
Maybe, but it might have been able to actually keep its Gatling arcs, and if they had managed to take down the armor with the Gatling before they'd rammed them, then I think they would have done a little bit better.
Admittedly, too, a majority of the armor and hull damage that was on the Acer came from grounding out.
I just think, like, in that situation, I mean, I would have rather at least been able to just glide down and fight them with my Gats rather than just getting ground down with nothing I can really do about it.
Sure,
but, oh, well,
sure.
Difference of opinion. Acer is coming around the ribs.
Acer's taking a bit of a long way around, and pull the map up here to show you guys. He's taking a little bit of the long way around here. Spots are down on the Cake ships. Tripping is waiting in the ribs for a possible ambush situation. Both ships are moving in now. Acer from behind and Tripping from the front. Excuse me there. I had a sneeze inside my sinuses.
Wow, that sounds terrifying. And equally terrifying is the situation Admiral Cake Bar finds itself in with its balloon blended down. Oh, and letting the Tripping drift over, managing to focus fire on the Replaceable Sorrow. The Glowwater Thralls back in the driving seat here. Nicely done by the Glowwater Thralls.
Great job by the Glowwater Thralls. They felt very comfortable just getting the Junker out of the way. We don't need to worry about the Junker now. Kill the Pyramidion quickly, get out of the game, move on. They get the first win, 5-2. Great job by both teams, though. A great early couple engagements by Cake, but they weren't able to keep it up. Thralls adapted, used their traditional, very scary, very frightening ambush tactics to great extent.
So, yeah, I mean, that the Mobula just realized he didn't want to have an extended engagement with that carronade-equipped Pyrrha. So instead, they used the Goldfish as the lure and the Mobula as the hammer.
Looking to see which map we have next. A Duel at Dawn is going to be the next map. We actually don't have to make a new lobby for once.
Goodness, the Kalu Calais. It's a wonderful day.
By the way, folks, you may not see Zemco and Tanya in the lobby, but they are actually streaming this game as well. They're actually restreaming our stream at the moment, so they're going to be a little bit behind us by about a minute or so, but they are streaming this game in Russian as well if you're interested in such.
Yes. Fortunately for the Russian speakers back there, you will be living 1 minute back in time, but I'm sure it's better than listening to us drone on.
And now I have Huey Lewis in the News stuck in my head singing Back in Time.
Gonna go back in time. Yes. Classic indeed.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about you, Brick, is that you have excellent taste in music.
Yes, well, thank you very much. Yeah, anyone who doesn't know Huey Lewis in the News is, listen to them on Spotify. Listen to Sports, one of the all-time greatest albums. Back to the Future. Watch Back to the Future. If you haven't, bloody hell, yes.
Well, what's wrong with you if you haven't watched Back to the Future?
Yeah, who hasn't watched Back to the Future?
That's like not watching The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I'd say it's even a step worse than not watching The Breakfast Club.
I can see that. I can see that. Breakfast
mean-
Club, not for everyone.
I mean, I can understand like missing a very good iconic teen comedy, but
Mhm.
missing just sort of Back to the Future. That was the defining moment of a generation, really.
It's okay. I wouldn't put it on that level. I would put it on the same level as not watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I still think Back to the Future sort of transcends those.
Oh, come no! Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a timeless classic.
I actually just I kind of think I think Ferris Bueller's a bit of a jerk, to be honest. Like,
So
he kind of like, you know, he bunks off school and his teacher's trying to educate him. He ruins his friend's car. He takes the piss out of him. He's kind of a, I don't know.
it's a great story of Zen and how to let everything go.
Let everything go. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd say it's a case in point of perhaps abdicating one's responsibilities a bit.
I get where I get where you're coming from. You don't want the youth of today getting bad ideas.
The friend does accept his responsibilities in the end, but Ferris doesn't, which just kind of winds me up a bit. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, 80s movies aside.
Are they ever really aside?
Well, I suppose they stick with us and influence us.
They stick with us through time. I hope at least one of these ships in this game here die hard.
Oh, golly. You are learning well, young reference pun.
Oh my god, Die Hard's one of the greatest franchises known to man. All right, this is game number 2. Duel at Dawn is the map. Getting us here very shortly here. There's a lot of wreckage to deal with. It is a very small map, but there's a lot of wreckage. There's a lot of cover to work with. If you get stuck in wreckage at times, it is a death knell for you. It is so difficult to manage it.
Yes, Cake have changed things up a bit here. As I report, here we have beep, peep, boop, bap. Beep, peep, boop, bap. There we go. It's a Flamer Carronade front and a double Artemis side. And on the Dancing Cake, we have a front Artemis, left side Artemis Hades, right side Carronade Banshee.
Replaceable feeling very comfortable with that Junker. Very comfortable. We have the Crowned Tyrant for the Global Thrall side of things, and Artemis Hades Pyramidion. They must feel very comfortable with that arming time on the Hades. Side is Banshee and a Flare. And we have the Tripping. Also a Blenderfish. I really do like the Blenderfish on this map once again, with the side Carronade and Flare as well, piloted by Fiasco Total.
And now the Crown Tyrant is just wide out in the open here, just eating that focus fire.
I think they're comfortable with this. The Dancing Cake and Beep Beep Bop Bop Boop Bop Bop are split up something fierce. And the Dancing Cake is out in the middle of nowhere with the Tripping right up against it. Crown Tyrant providing support fire.
Yes, I think the Dancing Cake has gotten a bit ahead of itself here, and Beep Beep Boop Bop is going to be slow to assist.
We need to see that Flamer cover the Tripping a little better. There are some engine fires they have to deal with. Beep Beep Boop Bop, though, its engine column is right in the wheelhouse of the Crown Tyrant. They're turning to try and engage, but they do have a down engine. Burning armor. Hull is going to be exposed here momentarily to that flak.
Expertly executed trifecta there by the Crown Tyrant, getting 3 of its guns on at once on the Beep Beep Boop Bop. Beep Beep Boop Bop's got 3 guns out and 1 balloon down.
Crown Tyrant and Tripping both have a couple fires to deal with. As it usually stands with Cake, you're going to have some fires you need to manage. Both Cake ships, though, cannot maintain balloons or altitude.
The only issue with the Glowwater Thralls here is
Oh, Dancing Cake's armor's down! Hull's taking damage!
Oh my goodness! Dancing Cake Oh, that took me completely by surprise. Dancing Cake just kind of getting caught on the top of that rib there.
They ground him out in exactly the wrong place you want to ground out. If you'll notice here, between the pipe and this rib, there is a little gap that will continuously force you downwards as gravity wants to, of course. pushing you downwards and downwards. Unfortunately, it just did not turn out well for them.
Beep, beep, boop, bop. It sounds like an insane robot, and but it's acting very sensibly. It's getting back into the ribs.
As Magnum Bolt in our chat room put it, it sounds like a Jingle Django.
Jingle Django.
Continuing the movie references.
Yeah, okay, right, well, alright. Now, the Glowwaters are quite content to sit out here in the open, it looks. Or maybe not. It looks like they're backing off a bit. They might want to reset this engagement a bit.
There's nothing wrong with trying to reset engagement and get it a little more in your favor. Thralls know this with their ambush tactics. They are keen to just get a quick reset if they need it. If and when they need it. Cake, not too well known for starting engagements well, but surviving through engagements, they tend to do a bit better. This is not a standard Cake team, though. We have a couple different pilots, well, specifically one different pilot in Replaceable, which means the style has been just a little bit different, and I think a little more successful today.
I suppose. Successful relative to what?
Previous SCSs.
Fair enough. Okay, Crown Tyrant is going high while the beep bop boop bop goes low. Well, it sounds like scatting, doesn't it? Beep bop.
Yeah,
Boop,
look,
bop,
that
bop,
tripping.
bop, bop.
Tripping is moving in really close to those ribs. They have been spotted, so the Cake team knows where they are. Crown Tyrant moving in straight ahead around the right side, or what is it? Yeah, that is the left side of the ribs. There we go.
Crown Tyrant just teasing the beep bop bubbity boop bop, and putting out a flare so they're just assured of where their adversaries are. Tripping looks like he's doing some of his sniper carronade here.
Dancing Cake, yep, you're absolutely right. Just getting hit by that. Second shot did miss, though. Dancing Cake trying to get shots on the Tripping. Beep beep boop bap. They're hurting something fierce from the Crown Tyrant. Dancing Cake drogue shooting just a little bit to try and maintain altitude, but they quickly decide it's a bad idea as Tripping flies right over top of them. Beep beep boop bap now square in the wheelhouse of both Glowwater Thralls shipped. They're getting hit from all sides. Armor is gone. Hull is hurting something fierce.
Trifecta of the Crown Tyrant remains on the beep beep boop bop as the Tripping goes over and goes to the Dancing Cake, trying to blend it down, stop it from being a threat, while the beep beep boop bop's getting trifected down into oblivion. This could be it. However, Crown Tyrant takes a bounce, but beep beep boop bop's in big trouble.
Dancing Cake has moved in to try and body block for the beep beep boop bap. It's not doing too terribly much, though. Tripping did lose their balloon. Looks like they're trying to maintain.
Oh,
beep
dear.
Beep, boop, bap.
A lot of missed Hades shots there from the Crown Tyrant.
Yeah,
Beep kill.
Beep is actually... They're still missing an engine. They're struggling to get the ship righted, but for the most part, I feel like they've maintained this situation. Not what they wanted.
The Glowwaters look like they're retreating.
Yeah, I think they felt that the Cake team was starting to right themselves in that situation, so they wanted to just take a pause, re-engage on their terms. Tripping is getting flamed up by the beep beep boop bap. Beep beep boop bap did lose their balloon, though. Beep beep, I'm a Jeep.
Yes, you are.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice ram.
What? Wow, they completely took out that balloon and armor just with a single ram.
Ah, look at the Tripping really just, to put it bluntly, they suck it in the beep beep boop bap here. They know they've got the slight range advantage on the beep beep boop bap. However, beep beep boop bap's starting to get back into it now.
Crown Tyrant's coming in, though. This is a 2-on-1 that Beep Beep Boop Bap cannot afford. They're going right in on the Tripping. Flamethrower all over that ship. Only a couple fires they have to deal with. Balloon is still out, though. Dancing Cake has righted itself from the looks of things, getting fire on the Crown Tyrant. This is a serious, serious brawl.
I can't help but feel that Beep Beep Boop Bap just played into the Glowwater's hands there. By chasing the tripping, they allowed the Glowwater Thrall's 2 fast ships to split them up and bring them into a 2v1 scenario there. Although they didn't get the kill on the Beep Beep Boop Bap, now they've got a 2v1 scenario on the Dancing Cake.
Crown Tyrant is in a lot of pain, but Dancing Cake just lost their balloon. They're going to start bouncing just a bit. Hades shots going in on that. Trippin looks like he might be coming in for a crush here as they're going to sandwich the Dancing Cake.
Like
no, they're not! Oh,
no, why not? Why not?
I think they're confident that the Crown Tyrant can finish it off, maybe?
I guess so. Oh, tripping. Tripping's reversing into a difficult situation. Beep Beep Boop Bap's trying to turn a negative into a positive. Trying to ram the Crown Tyrant. Coming in with a flame and the carronade. Now Crown Tyrant's going down. I think Beep Beep Boop Bap over-egged that ram just a bit. Oh, dear.
Quick carronade shot and the Beep Beep Boop Bap disappeared. Dancing Cake in a lot of trouble now, getting butt rammed by the tripping. Not where they want to be. Balloon is down. Goomba Stomp coming in from the nose cone, but is it? Whoa! What the heck?
What the fuck?
What happened?
Ally?
I don't understand.
Tripping, desperate to get a good position on the Dancing Cake, ends up kind of bouncing his own ally into the ground.
Oddly enough, the Dancing Cake is dancing around this carronade. They're doing their best to keep alive, but Armor and Balloon are both down. They're going to start grounding out here.
Oh, I don't think he's dancing. I think he's having a heart attack.
Yeah.
As he gets blended into the ground.
Ouch.
Crushed.
Tripping, though. They've lost their armor. Beep Beep Boop Bap coming in to finish them off, possibly. Ram is successful.
Ram is successful, but again, he over-egged it. He overcooked it. He ended up gliding past rather than getting...
Look at this, though. Crown Tyrant's coming in from the left of the Beep Beep Boop Bap, not where they wanted to be. Tripping is losing hull slowly but surely, but can Beep Beep Boop Bap even survive to get the kill here? Oh, they can!
Nicely done. Good Goomba Stomp by the Beep Beep Boop Bap. That was the situation where, instead of escaping, just get a friggin' kill. And now Beep Beep Boop Bap, can it survive long enough for it? So this has just been a kind of, both teams are sort of meat grinding in here. Both teams, a double meat grind.
Both teams are clearly struggling to get a leg up on each other. It's 3-2 in favor of the Glowwater Thralls. With the kill on Beep Beep Boop Bap, it would be 4-2. Dancing Cake is coming in with Tripping right behind it, though.
Beep Beep Boop Bap has managed to survive long enough for the Dancing Cake to get back into this thing. The Tripping's coming up right behind in hot pursuit.
Look at that. Dancing Cake just lands right in on the top of Crown Tyrant. Tripping coming in. If the balloon pop happens, though, they're just going to be on top of the Crown Tyrant. There, they bounced a couple times on... Oh, my goodness.
Bounce, knocking off his arcs a little bit.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, he said it was going to be messy, but we had no idea. Just the Glowwater Thralls just getting chocolate all over their face as they try and eat their cake. Dancing Cake got turned all sides of the wrong way as the
Crown Tyrant lost their armor, but they're still trying to ram out the Dancing Cake. They did miss.
Dancing Cake just glided around to the side, and now he's got the rear. And Beep Beep Boop Bap's getting the rear of the Tripping. The Cake have managed to tail the Glowwater Thralls.
This is ridiculous. Dancing Cake and Crown Tyrant neither can get a leg up on each other. Tripping losing its armor, losing Balloon. Engines are gone on it. Beep Beep Boop Bap is moving in to try and get the kill. Tripping has no options. It is completely ground out. Boop.
And Crown Tyrant, I don't feel it's got the lowdown to get the better of the Dancing Cake in this
Not at this range. Not at this range.
These Glowwater Thrall ships are not 1v1 ships. They're meant to be fighting together.
Crown Tyrant getting ground by the Beep Beep Boop Bap.
Glowwater Thralls, the Glowwater Thralls, they can't get... The only way the Glowwater Thralls should split up is if they're luring one of the ships into a 2v1. Otherwise, I mean, the Pyramidion of the Hades Artemis, it doesn't have enough damage to fight close range. And the Blenderfish, I mean, it can fight close range, but, I mean, it's not exactly going to be easy to get those kills.
I saw what the Glowwater Thralls were trying to do. They were trying to get in and finish off the Beep Beep Boop Bap before anything else could happen. Oh, Sammy just showed up.
Oh, hello.
Sammy.
Sammy, you missed the tribute band.
You missed the tribute. That's a good way to put it. The tribute band, the Cake tribute band, where Cake 2-0'd the Mad Hatters with Mandarin style. Getting back to the commentary here. Crown Tyrant moving in against Beep Beep Boop Bap. Oh, it's getting in really
Crown
close,
Tyrant
though.
just going for it here with a big ram on the Beep Beep Boop Bap, but I don't know, that might be a mistake.
Bad choice. Dancing Cake does have its balloon taken out, but Beep Beep Boop Bap essentially has free reign over the Crown Tyrant as long as it stays in close. Beep Beep Boop Bap is untouched in this situation, except for a little bit of balloon and armor damage. All things considered, though, not bad. It looks like, though,
Crown Tyrant's managed to go through. Crown Tyrant could turn a negative into a positive here and come up behind the Beep Beep Boop Bap with the tripping to assist. You'd never know.
This is really strange. I kind of see what the Glow Thralls are trying to do. They were trying to get Crown Tyrant to be the distraction for both Cake ships, but as it stands, it's just Beep Beep Boop Bap that broke off.
Look at Crown Tyrant. Oh no! Crown Tyrant tried to go over the Beep Beep Boop Bap, and he caught himself on the ribs, and this could be a loss for the Glow Thralls.
This is incredible. Crown Tyrant is struggling to keep in there. They loaded moonshine into their engines. Engines are burning down. They just have the range. Getting a ram kill. Cake gets game 2.
A catastrophic misstep there by, I believe, Scrimscraw. I mean, first, there's an ill-advised ram, and then tries to go high, but gets himself caught between the Pyramidion and the rib. And that's what allowed the Cake to take the game.
I don't even know. We have Parrot and Rumble up next. Parrot and Rumble considered Glowwater Thralls home territory. I do feel like they're going to have an advantage on this next map.
I can't help but agree with you. The masters of the carronade and the close range flanking, dirty fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Parrot and Rumble.
It's not dirty unless they don't win. All right. Melon has pulled back out the Admiral Cake Bar. It looks like they are going to be going Mandarin style.
There we go. Let's go Mandarin style.
That's what I was thinking.
Quack, quack. Oh, God. there's your parody there, Sammy. Writes yourself. Okay, right. Now, it looks like we've got one disconnect on Dancing Cake.
Who was that?
I don't know. Well, that's your clan, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking myself. Who was that? Kirk. Fox.
Why not go through every member of Cake until
I'm looking through the roster. I have no idea who it was.
Okay. Well, whoever it was, they need to get back on or find a replacement. We are eager to see the final of this Sunday community skirmish.
This has been an amazing day of events. Again, who this summer would have thought Cake would make it to the finals of a Sunday community skirmish? But here they are, fighting the Thralls, and it's 1-1.
Certainly impressive.
Thralls have put up a great fight today. They've gone through a lot of teams to get here. Two different teams just to get to this point. Now they're taking on Cake. We have a new pilot today for Cake. Replaceable. Has not flown competitively before, if I am correct. Don't quote me on this. Gibbs is back. Ready to go for game number 3 of the finals. Oh.
What do you think we're going to see here?
Well, looking over, it looks like Cake is going back to the double junker, which they feel very confident with. They won very well, very handily, I should say, against the Mad Hatters earlier today with it. Meanwhile, Crown Tyrant going with a Gat Flamer Banshee Flare, the Inferno Mark III design that worked so well for them earlier, using Cake's own schematics against them.
Yes, indeed. Obviously, a Glowwater spy broke into your secret plan compartment.
Or I could have been talking to Scrum about it earlier this week.
Yeah, or it could have just been you. Oh dear. Maybe you are the Glowwater spy all along.
Shh. They don't suspect me yet.
There we go. There's an extremely old school reference that one or two people will get. The beep beep boop up, replaceable sorrow. Wait, they're
They
getting to
switched
Pyramidion.
out. They switched out to Pyramidians, yeah. One's a Gat Caro, and the other is a Flamer Caro Flamer. Ooh, okay.
Well, slap my mouth and call me Billy Bob.
All right, Billy Bob.
Where's my slap in the mouth? You're only giving me half of what I want.
You know, maybe later. I'm seeing Kirk log in here. We did lose a crew member. We did lose one of the crew members on replaceable sorrow. We could have Kirk hopping in here to sub. Cake is mentioning in chat that they need to have a sub, so that could be the situation. Yup. Kirk's saying, guess what, Scrubs? He's coming in.
Yes, James T. Kirk, just as he always did, arrogantly inserting himself into the storyline when they could have put the spotlight on other characters.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, there we go. Little Star Trek reference. There we go. Yeah, I mean,
actual Star Trek references.
William Shatner. A lot of the times, I mean, they'd have like an episode that where say Uhura or Spock or Sulu or whatever. I mean, they do something clever and brilliant and awesome, and he'd be like, no, I want that for myself. Captain Kirk should be awesome all the time.
Fair enough.
Oh dear,
Melon. What are you doing?
I don't bloody know.
Skibbity beep boop.
Skibbity beepity boop. Skibbity boop. Skibbity beep boop. There we go. Skibbity beep boop. There we go. I'll keep that in my mind.
Fiasco is actually bringing out a galleon from the looks of things. Double Hwacha, Lumberjack, and a heavy flak.
Galleon? A galleon?
I don't think this is real because the heavy flak and the Lumberjack aren't even on the same side.
Just hang on a doodle. Well, I don't know. It might work. You never know. It might work. Maybe, I mean, that flak.
Why would you split up the heavy flak and the Lumberjack, though?
I don't know. It just seems like they get in within the arming. I think this is meant to be a close to mid-range kill ship. As they come in, they hit him with the flak, spreads about, does a bit of disable. Hit him with the gat, strips the armor. Hwacha disables everything, and they can just finish him off at their leisure.
Perhaps. I'm still asking questions, though.
It's a dangerous thing, Lito.
Okay,
questions.
The Lumberjack has been switched out for a heavy carronade. Starting to make more sense now. I get it. I get it. Okay. I gotcha.
That's still kind of a close medium-ish range galleon.
Maybe that's what they want to work with. I have seen it work before with certain teams. Well, and
it could work very well against two chargy Pyramidians. Those two Pyramidians just charge right into a Hwacha, then yeah, they're in a heap of trouble.
All of a sudden, things take a turn for the worse. The map is Pair to Rumble. We've seen it once before today, guys. You have some open air at the top half of the map, but you have so many alleyways and clouds and canyons made from these broken down buildings and so much debris to work with. Grounding out on this map can be a death sentence because there's so much debris to get caught in. And of course, you have that huge building at the center and those pesky cranes you can't seem to miss most of the time.
Oh, and there's sort of various bits of jagged rebar and collapsed building where you least expect them, and bridges. Oh, it's a nightmare.
It can be. Go ahead.
Anyway, first off on the skibbity beep boop, we have a Pyramidian with a front flamer carronade and a side flamer Artemis. On the replaceable Sorrow, we have a carronade Gatling and a...
Oh, God!
What the fuck? Bit of a bro bump there. And a side flare flame.
That scared the crap out of me. We have the Crown Tyrant, which is...
Well, don't go playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent anytime soon.
I would never. I would never make such a daft mistake.
Equally terrifying is the Gatling and the focus fire.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
Action too fast to call here. Skippity boops. Armor's down. Taking a bunch of damage here. Crown Tyrant coming in to focus fire on him. But Braceable Sorrow is coming in low. Crown Tyrant letting with a Gatling on the Skippity beep boop.
So, Crown Tyrant doing a great job of grinding down that Pirate Bee. Skippity Bee Boop is running out of options here very quick. Balloon is getting popped, though. We're going to actually pop out here before we finish loadouts and actually show the action. Stronger Than an Ant has been heavily disabled and is out of this fight for the moment. Skippity Bee Boop, though, losing armor repeatedly, but Crown Tyrant unable to finish the job without that side Banshee. Skippity Boop is staying out of arc of that pretty darn well. In the meantime, Replaceable Sorrow has kept a bit of a lock going on the Stronger Than an Ant, being pretty useless in this situation with the Gat and the Flamer going all over it. Armor goes down again. Crown Tyrant is actually in a little bit of a hurt here, too. While Stronger Than Ant also drogue shooting, trying to keep some altitude, but it's just not happening against the Replaceable Sorrow.
Replaceable Sorrow's got Stronger Than an Ant right where he wants him. He can just ram him into that wall and Gatling him to its heart's content. Very little Stronger Than an Ant can do about it. And Stronger Than an Ant is...
They're still in this, just not very well. That Carronade is continuing to take out the balloon. Armor is down. Carronade going in. They're gone. First kill goes to Cake. Crown Tyrant, in the meantime, continuously getting flame locked by the Pyramidion. Armor is down. Balloon is in a lot of pain. They've lost a lot of guns. Balloon is down as well. Rams coming in from the Skibbity Bee Boo Babu Babu Baby Bob.
Oh, Scatman. Crown Tyrant's trying to GTFO, basically. However, Skibbity Boop Bop's not going to let him escape. I don't.
Well, we have a moment of calm. Crown Tyrant has a Gat, Flamer, Banshee trifecta that can happen with a flare on it as well as they go down very quickly. Oh my god, armor is hurting, balloon is hurting. We'll watch them as this happens. Bop coming in behind, showing that you may be able to do Flamer, but we can do Flamer better than you can. Fire's going out everywhere.
Crown Tyrant, I'm surprised Crown Tyrant has lasted this long. Almost everything's disabled. The ram comes in from the Skibbity Beep Boop.
An experienced crew can keep a ship together in even the most dire situations, and to say the Glowwater Thralls aren't experienced would be a total lie, but they do eventually go down to that attrition damage. Also, Stronger Than an Ant, we haven't gone over them yet. Fiasco Total piloting this galleon. Right-hand side, Karo Wacha. Left-hand side, Flak Wacha, with a Gat and a Flare for support. Woo!
Oh, I do declare. I do
declare.
Oh, let me just fan myself with an oversized fan. Oh, I'm feeling faint, sir. Anyway, right, before we completely become Southern Belles, let's get back to the Glowwater Thralls, who are reconvening.
Let's take a moment and ask ourselves, what happened there?
Yes, well, basically, I believe the Glowwaters had the advantage to begin with, but in these extended engagements, I feel Cake tends to have the advantage. Cake masters of just dirty, drag-out engagements with those flamethrowers. I mean, if you can keep a flamethrower on somebody long enough, just eventually parts are going to start getting on fire, chem sprays get missed, and then Crown Tyrant basically lost the fight.
That's a very good point. Flamers are great for attrition battles where it's a drawn-out engagement that simply exhausts an engineering team's ability to keep chem sprays and armor up. And
though I believe Crown Tyrant also had a flamer, I mean, the Skibbity Boot Bob had a carronade as well, which will give you the advantage in the attrition battles.
Crown Tyrant is running a Gat Flamer. So they have the armor break available to them, and they have the Flamer lockdown. One thing we didn't see, though, is Crown Tyrant using that side Banshee. The armor on Skibbity Boobop went down many times, but they didn't have arcs from the Banshees to use that at all in the first place.
The thing is that the the Gatling doesn't have the quick disable or the balloon popping potential of the carronade, which means that I feel like in most one-on-one engagements, the Crown Tyrant is going to lose to the Skibbity Boop Bop. If they want to get, I'm surprised Crown Tyrant. He probably should have taken Gap Mortar, to be honest, because if the Crown Tyrant expects to win an engagement, he has to win it quickly.
That's very true. This is gonna be a tough one to call here. Stronger than an ant going around the far side of this building. Cake is hiding out in the very southern part of the map here. I'm backing up against the edge of the map. As you can see, both Cake ships going in on the Crown Tyrant, but the Galleon is going to have clear arcs to help support. Oh my god!
Nice ram! The Glow Waters went for a sort of flanking maneuver, but it cost them. The Skibbity Beat Boop and the replaceable Sorrow smashing the Crown Tyrant with focus fire. Now Stronger Than Ants in big trouble.
Skibbity Boop Up might go down here just because it's so low on hull rather, but Stronger Than an Ant getting pinched something fierce. Those Gatlings doing a serious number on it. Flamers going out everywhere. Armor is still down. Good lord.
We are playing ping pong with Pyramidians right now.
You normally don't hear of Pyramidians. Oh my goodness. Successfully ramming Galleons, but that's exactly what we've got here today. Goes down. The Galleon goes down 4-0 in favor of Cake in Game 3.
The Glow Water Thralls are one death away from losing to Cake. And Cake are 1 kill away from winning this Saturday Community Skirmish number 19.
Sunday Community
Sunday. Ah, there we go. Just my old Saturday Box social days just tripping me up there.
I'm surprised you haven't said Sunday Rumble yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I guess.
No, I'm not. I'm not surprised because you are an experienced, knowledgeable caster.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Old dogs can learn new tricks. Anyway, Skibbity Beat Boop and Replaceables Sorrow. Looks like we're gonna have a bit of inactivity here, which is which is a nice change.
Sammy has come up with a nursery rhyme to hint at the joys of the chem spray. If in danger from a flamer, chem before repair, better you will fare.
Golly. Sounds like a riddle in a 70s
I would call
Dragon campaign.
I would call it a limerick. In this situation, do you know how much overtime we have left for this game?
35 started, says Mezu.
I think it'd be very difficult for Cake to just time out this match if they didn't want to engage again.
It'd take a while.
It would.
But I mean, what are the Glow Water Thralls going to do? They don't exactly have a great build for pushing the offense.
No, spots go down on both teams. Replaceable Sorrow and Stronger Than an Ant both spotted. Skibbity Boop Bop getting in position as well. Crown Tyrant and Stronger Than an Ant in the best position they could possibly be in this situation. Those heavy guns, specifically that flak, pointed right at the Cake team.
I feel this is where the Glow Water Thralls want to be. They've got them at medium range. They can see them coming. They can keep them suppressed.
Look at that fire there, folks, from the Glow Water Thralls' perspective. Absolutely picking apart Skibbity Boop Bop as it just poked its nose out.
Cake to their credit, though, they realized this would be a bad engage, and they're going to reposition.
Ooh. This is gonna be a tough one, folks. Cake is playing very smart today. The Glow Water Thralls, it's very difficult to outsmart the Glow Water Thralls, especially when it comes to flanking. They know their flanks better than almost any other team in this game.
That is true, but they're just not taking ships suited to doing them right now.
Mm-hmm.
And now this could go devastatingly wrong. If they just spot the Crown Tyrants on its own, Cake could come in and it would be catastrophic for the Thralls.
Crown Tyrant has been spotted. Stronger Than an Ant is in range to support to a certain extent, but not if Cake uses these buildings for cover, which they are doing so.
Crown Tyrant backing off. He doesn't want to get caught on his own. I think this is a lure. I think this is a trap. I think Crown Tyrant wants to make them think he's on his own, so they'll come forward right into the arcs of Stronger Than an Ant. But Stronger Than an Ant's been spotted now as well.
Yeah, both of these power minions playing it very safe, not engaging when they don't want to. Skibbity Boobap moving forward very quickly. All of a sudden, as Replaceable Sorrow was spotted, I think they've done a successful split here. I can only assume the Glowwater Thralls think Skibbity Boobap is still with Replaceable Sorrow.
Very interesting situation here. Skibbity Boopbap and Replaceable Sorrow now the ones who are split up. Crown Tyrant has spotted Replaceable Sorrow and vice versa. Stronger Than an Ant suppressing the Skibbity Boop as he comes through this
no disables from that Watcher. None.
Very tight corridor. That was some good flying with the Skibbity Boop. And now we've got focus fire on the Crown Tyrant. Crown Tyrant's in huge trouble. Skibbity Boop. Skibbity Boop's arms down.
Flack!
Oh, Flackeroo! Oh my goodness, now the Replaceable Sorrow coming right on forward, going right over the Crown Tyrant. Is Replaceable Sorrow going to try and turn around for the kill, or is he going to just go right on forward? No, he's going to turn around. He wants to engage.
The Stronger Than an Ant is repositioning right now. They do have a short window of opportunity, but Replaceable Sorrow is reversing into the arcs of that Galleon as soon as it turns back.
This is a mistake, Replaceable Sorrow. This is a big, big mistake.
They're backing into a building. They're backing into a building.
Oh no. It's gone catastrophically wrong for Cake.
Oh, good lord, that Watcher burst.
Skibbity Beep Boop. Oh, they've spotted, but have they been spotted in return? Skibbity Boop Bop needs to reverse. Needs to get out of there. He needs to go low. He's ducking behind the bridge.
Great reverse there from Skibbity Boop Bop.
Bloody hell. I don't think he was noticed. I don't think they noticed him.
I don't think so either.
You could hear the brakes go. Oh,
it wouldn't have shocked me if he had loaded moonshine in the engines.
Oh, just but Skibbity Boop Bop has spotted Stronger Than an Ant and Crown Tyrant. I think they're about to spot him as well. There's no way they haven't seen Skibbity Boop Bop.
Replaceable Sorrow has been spotted. They have not seen Skibbity Boop Bop yet. They haven't seen Skibbity Boop Bop
they may not have spotted him, but they must have seen him.
You know, I'm not too sure because Crown Tyrant just got ambushed by him.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. They just forgot to look down. And now, Stronger Than an Ant coming in, trying to come down on Skibbity Boop Bop, but Skibbity Boop Bop coming in on the Crown Tyrant. And now the Replaceable Sorrow trying to focus fire on the Crown Tyrant, but they're going right past the broadsides of the Stronger Than an Ant, but they go up high. They go up high trying to 2v1 the Crown Tyrant. The Crown Tyrant stripping the armor of the Replacement Sorrow.
This is insane. Both Cake ships have the Crown Tyrant exactly where they want him. Stronger Than Ant's trying to rise up to help engage, but Crown Tyrant's losing armor and hull fast.
Oh, this is a terrible situation, but one big Watcher barrage might change the complexion of this engagement. Will it be forthcoming?
It did not. Did it do enough?
It did something. Will it be enough that we're about to see?
Black shots missing from... I'm sorry, those are lumberjack shots. No, they were flak shots. I was right. I was about to apologize for being wrong. Crown Tyrant is out of engines. He has no propulsion. Armor is down. Hull is getting eaten alive. All crew, all hands to the deck to repair on that ship. Crown Tyrant, though, losing it. Armor is gone. Cake wins!
No, Mike, I think the Galleon just spent too long not being decisive about which target you wanted to focus, and it ended up paying dearly as its ally went down. Congratulations to the Glowwater Thralls winning the Sunday.
No, Cake won.
Oh, Cake, fuck. Cake winning! Oh, damn it! Yes. We'll edit that out in post-production. Anyway, good job to Cake winning.
That was incredible. I would agree. I think Stronger Than Ant was just a little too passive there. We don't normally see Glowwater Thralls take galleons, at least as far back as I can remember. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you are correct. We don't normally see Glowwater Thralls take a galleon, but in this case, it did not pay dividends for them.
I see what they were trying to do there. It is a great support ship. I think, though, it was just a little too passive, and to a certain extent, that's the kind of role that the galleon fills. So, I get what they were trying to do. I don't think it was going to work out against these very active, fast Pyramidians that are just all over the place all at once, ambushing, striking quickly, rising and falling and dodging all over the place. That's where a lot of the problems came in, I think.
Well, Cake asking what they won. Well, I'm glad you asked. Mountains of treasure, harems of beautiful women, and
Harems?
Yes.
Harems?
Yes, harems.
A harem, you mean?
Whatever. I've heard people pronounce it that way. Anyway, yes. So, well, Cake, enjoy the extravagant rewards of winning the Sunday community skirmish. I believe we shall have to say goodbye.
We shall. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. Brick, appreciate you stepping in today and helping us out. It was great to cast with you once again, and we will see you here in the near future, hopefully.
All right. See you later, Space Cowboy.